Hook. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling guilty, confused, or somehow convinced to do something you never wanted? What if I told you that many of the most powerful mind games aren't played by manipulators? They're played by ordinary people who don't even realize they're doing it? Today, you'll discover 8 psychological mind games happening around you every single day, and once you notice them, you'll never see people the same way again. Introduction. Welcome back. Human behavior is fascinating because our brains are constantly influencing other people and being influenced in return. Most of these behaviors aren't evil or intentional. They're automatic habits shaped by emotions, social pressure, and psychology. In today's video, we'll uncover 8 mind games people use without even realizing it. As you watch, ask yourself one simple question: have I ever done this too? You might be surprised by the answer. Let's begin. 1. The silence trap. Sometimes silence says more than words. Imagine asking someone a simple question. Instead of answering, they stay completely silent. Within seconds, your brain starts filling in the blanks. You explain yourself more. You apologize. You reveal extra information. The silence wasn't necessarily planned, but your mind interpreted it as pressure. The lesson: don't rush to fill every quiet moment. Silence isn't always judgment. 2. The guilt button. Have you ever heard someone say, "After everything I've done for you"? Maybe they don't mean to manipulate you. Maybe they're simply expressing disappointment. But guilt is one of the strongest emotional motivators. It can make people ignore logic just to feel like a good person. Healthy relationships rely on honest communication, not guilt. 3. The confidence illusion. People often believe the person who sounds the most confident, not the one who's actually correct. Our brains naturally associate confidence with competence. That's why speaking loudly or confidently can sometimes influence opinions even when the facts don't support it. Always question confidence. Look for evidence. 4. The comparison game. You should be more like your brother. Everyone else is doing better. Comparisons quietly shape self-esteem. Many people compare others without realizing the emotional damage it creates. Real growth begins when you stop measuring yourself against someone else's timeline. 5. The favor loop. Someone does you a small favor. Suddenly saying no feels uncomfortable. Psychologists call this the principle of reciprocity. Humans naturally want to return kindness. Most people aren't trying to manipulate you, but the feeling is real. Accept kindness with gratitude, not obligation. 6. The fear of missing out. When people say, "everyone's joining," this opportunity won't last. Your brain becomes afraid of being left behind. Scarcity creates urgency. Before making decisions, pause and ask yourself, do I really want this, or do I just fear missing out? 7. The emotional mirror. Have you noticed how one angry person can make an entire room feel tense? Emotions spread faster than facts. Our brains automatically mirror the emotions of people around us. That's why protecting your emotional environment is just as important as protecting your physical health. Choose your company wisely. 8. The label effect. Imagine someone constantly tells you, "You're so responsible." Over time, you'll naturally try to act responsibly because your brain wants to stay consistent with that identity. Labels quietly influence behavior. The good news? You can give yourself positive labels too. Instead of saying, "I'm bad at discipline," say, "I'm becoming someone who keeps promises to myself." Your identity shapes your actions. Conclusion. The biggest surprise is this: most mind games aren't created by villains. They're created by ordinary human psychology. The more you understand these invisible patterns, the less control they have over your decisions. Awareness doesn't make you suspicious. It makes you wiser. Every conversation becomes clearer, every relationship becomes healthier, and every decision becomes more intentional. Remember this: the strongest mind isn't the one that controls others, it's the one that understands itself. If this video changed the way you think, hit the like button, subscribe for more psychology and self-improvement content, and let me know in the comments. Which mind game have you noticed the most in everyday life?